Have you ever been taking a shower and suddenly had your best idea of the day? Maybe you finally solved a problem you have been struggling with, or suddenly you remember something important. It feels random. But where did that idea come from? Was it the shower? Or was your brain secretly working while you were doing nothing? Well, the answer is actually more interesting. It starts with something called mind wandering. When you are studying, solving a problem, or working on something difficult, your brain is using focused attention. You are telling your brain, focus this one. But when you do something simple or familiar, like taking a shower, walking, or washing dishes, you don't need to concentrate very much on what you are doing. Your attention becomes less focused and your thoughts start wandering. Psychologists call this mind wandering. But here's the interesting part. Mind wandering isn't necessarily your brain doing nothing. Your brain can bring together memories, experiences, and information that you weren't consciously thinking about. And sometimes those pieces suddenly connect. And that's when you get an aha moment. But what is happening inside the brain? This is where neuroscience becomes interesting. Researchers often study something called the default mode network or DMN. It's a network of brain regions involved in internally directed thought, things like remembering, imagining, thinking about future, and spontaneous thoughts. So while you are standing in the shower thinking about absolutely nothing, your brain may actually be busy making connections. You might suddenly connect something you learned yesterday with a problem you have been trying to solve today. And suddenly, boom, you get the idea. But wait, does this mean showers make you creative? Not exactly. And this is important. Science has not proven that taking a shower itself makes you creative. The water isn't activating a secret creativity switch in your brain. What's probably more important is the mental state you are in. You are doing something familiar, you are relatively relaxed, you are away from some distractions, and you are not forcing yourself to solve a problem. So that gives your mind an opportunity to wander. And research suggests that mind wandering can sometimes support creative thinking and insight. But there is a catch. Mind wandering isn't always good. Imagine you are studying for an exam and your mind wanders every 30 seconds. That's obviously not going to help you learn. So creativity isn't it about constantly letting your mind wander. You need focused attention to learn and work. But sometimes you have to step away from this focused state. Think of it like this: focus, step away, mind wander, return, evaluate the idea. That's much closer to how creative problem solving can work. And here's something you can actually try. Next time you're stuck on a difficult problem, don't immediately spend another hour staring at it. Take a short break, go for a walk, sit somewhere quiet, put your phone away, and do something simple. Let your mind wander for a few minutes, then come back to the problem. You might suddenly see a connection that you couldn't see before. But remember, the goal isn't to do nothing all the day or daydreaming. The goal is to give your brain some space between periods of intense focus. So, why do your best ideas sometimes come in the shower? Because the shower isn't magical. It's simply a situation where your brain may have shifted from intense external focus toward more internally generated thought, giving you an opportunity to make connections you weren't consciously searching for. Your mind starts wandering, different pieces of information can interact, and sometimes an unexpected connection becomes an idea. So the next time when you get a great idea while doing absolutely nothing, don't immediately think, why am I thinking about this now? Maybe your brain finally had enough space to connect the dots. And here's the fascinating thing about creativity. Sometimes your brain does its most interesting work when you stop forcing it to work. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And tell me, what's the best idea you have ever had in the shower?